Welcome to the world of Gsquare Publishing, where creating a personalized story for your child is important to us. All you have to do is email us at ceo@gsquare.org and someone from our team will contact you. Or just call 917-681-2810. It's that easy. Email us today. Why wait?
The Beat 139 featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash.
Yo, what's up?
Harlem's #1 show.
Yo, we got the forum tonight, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a nice one. We started off the camera, but we got some topics we gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? And we got some good brothers over here. So I'm gonna go around the room and we gonna all introduce ourselves. So I'm Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Tone, trigger tone.
Doc, you know what it is? Doc, shake the block.
It's T Black,
Cash money.
Yo, so check this out, right? Before we start the show, we're gonna do a moment of silence for, what Ted say? Michael Jamal Warner. And then what's the singer dude name? Ozzy Osbourne, man. So we're gonna give it up, man. We're gonna be some good dudes, man. We're gonna give it up, moment of silence, real quick. All right, cool. But before we start off again, right? We're gonna say happy birthday to Doc. Birthday boy. Happy birthday, Doc. What's up, Doc?
Doc, shake the block.
How you feel,
Shake the
my
block.
nigga?
I'm good, you know what I'm
Huh?
saying? Same, good. Chilling.
Feel like another
Yeah, I feel
year?
good, man. It's a blessing because life is short. We all know that.
Talking
We see it.
to the mic, man.
Life's short. We all see it. You know what I mean? So it's a good feeling. Got a lot of support, a lot of traction, and it's good to be around good people. I appreciate y'all came through, and we just gonna talk a little shit. Have a little fun, drink a little liquor. Same old.
There you go, my man Tone pull up. We got Young Cash, T Black.
how it feel, Doc, to be 73?
Oh, 70.
Live 73 years in your life.
73 feel good, It's not like shit, 73. Shit.
You look good, bro.
Shit.
People don't look like that at
Yo,
73.
you got something in the
look
cup?
good.
We all got something in the cup?
Not yet. Not yet.
I was gonna do a happy birthday jump.
Yeah.
But when it happens, we're gonna do a toast for you, man. But without further ado, we're gonna start
Y'all
the
gotta
show.
get them likes up for the
The
B-Day
Beat
boy,
139 featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash. Harlem's #1 show.
All right, so we're gonna start the show off. Jay said happy birthday, Doc.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Salute to Doc.
Oh, thanks, Knowledge. Bullets
100%.
Scotty. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bullets Scotty,
yeah.
thank you for the birthday love, Knowledge. Thank you for the
yeah.
birthday love. Bullets Scotty.
Okay. Gunshot for Doc. You heard? So check us out, right? So we're gonna start this off. We all got our opinions about P. Diddy, different ideas and perspectives of, what happened with his case, the final analysis. And we got a debate that we want to talk about real quick. It's like, so he got most of his big charges dropped. So pretty much, if you ask me, P. Diddy beat the feds, man. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? Because he beat the big charges, man. And a lot of people can't beat the feds, Joe.
Nah, he definitely beat. I mean, we've been there.
Right.
We've been there facing. I was going to trial facing life on this one. On my last Fed bid, I did 2 Fed bids.
Mm-hmm.
I did 2 Fed bids, and that shit ain't easy. That's the scariest shit you ever want to do is face the feds. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I don't care. I was in there with top cartel niggas. I was in the media unit, so everybody in my unit was, their money was it was high profile, and it was a bunch of dudes with $100 million in their account, and they wasn't beating the feds.
Right.
I seen it. I was there 2.5 years at MDC, just seeing them just get them numbers up.
Yo, like me and Doc was in Allenwood, right? And my celly, little dude, thick mustache like the Whispers and shit from PA. The nigga owned 3 airports. He didn't own the plane, because when he first sat through the plane, no, he owned the airports. So he Marcelli. So dudes is trying to extort him. You can't extort this guy living with me, man. We're not doing that.
Right.
We're not gonna do that. How I look living with a dude and dudes is taking the shit all the time. I feel I had to protect him. So what I did, I protected him. But he paid $250,000 or something for his lawyer, and he still got the same time. And he said, damn, if I'd have knew that, I'd have kept my money. You know? So you think sometimes when you spend all that money for these lawyers, you know, chance you gonna be, nah, it don't go like that all the time.
Normally in the state it matters, but in the feds it really don't.
Yeah, it don't.
Yeah.
Huh? Because the conviction rate is high.
Why they got such a great conviction rate?
Because of the telling.
That's a big part of it.
Yeah, it's a big part of it.
The cooperation.
The system is built different in the feds because I took the state to trial. I got acquitted, and it's definitely a lot different there. Right, the laws are like the laws in the state. They really take it into consideration whether it's for the defendant or the prosecutor.
Mm-hmm.
In the feds, it's mostly in the favor of the prosecution.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the defense has to prove so much more than the prosecutor does.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
That's why I took my hat off to Diddy's team, because I thought he was going to get slayed. I mean, I ain't going to lie to you. We're going to get into how much we think he's going to get. But I thought he was going to get slayed. The way they went at the Homeland Security raiders' crib, they came in like an army movie. You know what I'm saying? And then they found the pink cocaine. Forget about the sex thing right now. They found drugs.
Guns, right?
Now, this with feds, this is their thing. They found guns. They had an arsenal of guns. I don't know if he was licensed or not. You know what I'm saying? They found tapes. So the first thing they got from his crib when they ran on in the sums was all the electronics. Right. So I'm thinking there's some stuff on it they know elite, because like Keith Cash said, they tell, and he had some stuff was gonna come out crazy. Then they said they had a list of a lot of people like Oprah, like big people, boom, boom, boom. Like he had a list. Right. I said, oh shit, he about to expose nigga. I thought it was gonna be bigger than it was. Right. But his defense team worked the shit out that shit, my nigga. Biddy beat the big joints.
The major charges.
So let me ask you guys this, as for the RICO charge that they were charging him with, shouldn't he have co-conspirators?
Yeah,
So why there was no co-conspirators?
because this is what they do.
That's what they
This
do.
This the terrible game that they play.
You know?
And what it was if you pay attention, the perception that came from us,
Right.
mostly us.
Right.
People was like rocking with it, like, but if it was them on the other, if the shoe was on the other foot,
Right.
they'll be like, nah, you can't do that. Like, who I co-conspirated with?
Right.
What happened to all them tapes? No tapes came out. We never seen not one tape. We never seen not one pink cocaine. Like, where was it at?
So do you think
with
he
the
made
baby
it-
oil
Right.
that's supposed to have fentanyl? If it had fentanyl in it,
He'd have been out of there.
then cooked ass. Just today, Donald Trump just put yesterday put a law in with fentanyl, mandatory 10 years. We never see them. They just put a whole bunch of. But like you said, it's a case for you to fight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They
Fight.
stack upon stack,
Yeah.
stack upon stack.
Yeah.
They went in there, the perception of, oh, that's Homeland Security. They ran in there.
Right.
But none of that shit was on the table. That shit was about an ass whooping.
Yeah.
We ain't saying that the other stuff didn't happen, but every day we heard about that ass whooping.
Yeah.
Every single day we seen that ass whooping. We never seen the coke. Why did they not put them 1,000 bottles of baby oil?
Right,
Because
that's what I understand,
the
right.
perception in all of the jokes and everything is the baby oil. Why would that not be on the table? Everything that you had was on the table. Everything that I had was on that
Yes,
table.
it was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think this, one, specifically for Diddy, this is a witch hunt.
Without it, that's what we talking
And
about.
I think the biggest issue is that they're utilizing the Justice Department now as a personal grudge. So when somebody has an issue, they call up the White House, and the White House, look into now you just penalize people. There's many Johns out there that's, utilizing prostitutes or women that want to sell their bodies and not being convicted like Diddy. Is Diddy, like I said, is Diddy wrong for how his domestic violence? Absolutely. But did he do the crimes that you convicted him of? No.
Right.
Should he do any time? I don't believe that.
Well, he's not going
But
to do
then,
the time.
then there's this issue of participation, which I don't know if the legal system really takes into account. You got women and men that participated in this. If you're gonna convict the Johns, you convict the
Yes,
No,
Kennedys.
exactly.
not-
I mean, you convict
they-
the prostitutes.
Well, that was the
as well.
reason why they testified. You know, their testimony allowed them to get, they got immunity. That's, you know,
But for
that's,
the wrong reasons, I agree.
yeah, it doesn't,
Like,
it
it
doesn't
doesn't-
matter. We subpoenaing you, you willing to
But how-
talk against Diddy?
And I agree, but how
give you
does that
immunity.
better the society from a taxpayer's perspective? When you get a person, like let's say you got a drug dealer that's going to court and you get the community to testify against them, it betters the community. None of this betters the community. This is old stuff that people wanted to partake in. This was their livelihood, whether it was going to be with Diddy or some other person that called them up, right? And then some of these women are doing it because it's more beneficial to them, but you're penalizing the men now. And that's where I see a problem. Because if a woman goes, look, this I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna figure out who I'm gonna do it with. The problem is who wants to pay, right? Whether it's you pay my bills or whether you give me a fee for my services. But now you're penalizing these men to the degree that they're not, they shouldn't be penalized, honestly.
But what it is, though, it's been going on for years. This was before Diddy. You know, you got Bill Cosby. You got a list of men that these women target. Even, let's talk about athletes, right? Ball players and all that. How women, you call the groupies, right? This shit been going on a long time. But what I'm saying is that most of the time, Cass, the feds, like, they can lie on you and still give a nigga time because of who they are, what they are, the organization, and the fact that they conviction rating is so high historically, right? Is that this is what everybody's trained to believe. So when Diddy first got them charges, we all thought it was lights out for that nigga, man. That's why I salute his defense team. Cause even though he deserved to get some time. But the big joints that was gonna do him in, that nigga beat that shit, man.
Let's be clear.
That's heavy.
Let's be clear. Based on historical cases, he doesn't deserve to do it.
Yeah, what does he deserve to get the time for?
No, I'm not saying that he deserves.
Yeah.
I says they say you've come fight me, right? Say you come fight me. Let's get in the ring, right? And you know that I got mad knockouts under my belt. Mike Tyson, right? Fought Buster Douglas. Mike Tyson knocking everybody out. But one day Mike Tyson got sloppy, got in the ring, and got knocked the fuck out. The fans got sloppy with P. Diddy, and they got knocked the fuck
No,
out.
I don't think that. No.
They didn't come with no strong shit.
Do the case. Like you, me, you.
There was
They
no
investigated.
case. There was
The
no
one
case.
they investigated your block.
there
You
was-
know what I'm
there's
saying?
no
case.
They
Tried to
investigated.
finesse
us.
They create-
The feds didn't
No.
start off investigating. They wasn't taking pictures of P. Diddy.
No,
they wasn't watching him go from one place to
Good
the
point.
next. Them to buy whatever that liquor company put them peoples onto him, and they says him.
Good point. Good point.
Him. They was not when you was in BA and y'all was and them.
He got a
people
good point there,
Watch
Ken.
y'all get off the bus.
But that's
and
what
watch
I was
y'all get
saying
off the
back
plane.
to the Justice Department being used as a personal grudge. That's what I'm saying. There's no case against Diddy. Because you know how many men, whether voluntarily or indirectly, participated in prostitution? You know how many of us probably did it by mistake? A woman goes, play my flight. You don't think about that. You're like, oh, we're just going to chill for the weekend, and then this happens. It happens with a lot of men, whether Trump, all the way to the president, to the mayors, to the governor. You don't do it intentionally. But the problem I have is now you're creating this
False
environment.
narrative too.
And women got to stop this, where they're utilizing it as a power struggle, where they're like, oh, you're not talking to me no more? Maybe we don't have the same love? I'm burying you.
I'm a lie and say you
We seen
did
it
that.
with Shannon
Oh
Sharp.
yeah, Shannon Sharp is crazy.
But this is
Shannon
what,
Sharp is crazy. He paid though.
He paid her $15 million.
you know what's crazy?
No, I don't think he paid anything
No,
out. I
yes,
think
he
this
did.
was
He
dismissed.
paid.
Oh, so they probably paid.
They say he
He
sold
paid.
some of his.
No, but this is the
some of his
problem.
company.
With a legal case, this is how bad it is. If you got a legal case, right now you go put a legal case against anybody, it's going to cause the other party some type of
Some
money.
type of finance.
So they're looking at it from a long-term perspective. Am I going to pay in legal fees $10 million plus whatever I could possibly lose, or am I just going to settle? That's the problem right now.
Yeah. This is the thing a lot of people don't know. Diddy was willing to take 10 years.
I ain't never heard that.
No, I never heard that.
I never
I heard that. I heard that from his defense team.
No, but I gotta go
Hey,
different.
let him tell you what he heard.
No, before we say that, Diddy turned down the deal of no time served when the feds offered him that.
You said defense team said what now?
He turned that down.
He was willing to take 10 years. He was willing to take 10 years.
I don't know.
And why was that?
Because
Because it'll go both ways. Because when it first starts, nobody want to take no time. None of us wants to take the time.
Right.
So I don't care what.
No, but this was in the middle. You can fact find this. They offered him no time served. No, they offered him. He had a deal on the table.
I don't know the offer.
He had a deal on the table where he would have served
Pull it up,
no
Jay.
time.
Jay, you can pull
But
something up.
he would have to most likely plead to the guilt of whatever it is. He chose not to, and he beat the
I didn't do it.
No, I'm not saying it's not true. I just say from what was presented, a lot of it was no time. At some point, was no time.
So the feds do this. This is they hide a lot of shit. Your discovery, they supposed to
hold it to the last minute.
They supposed to give all of that up front. They hold as much. I've seen so much crazy shit from prosecution teams that they'll lie and say they commit all these crimes to make their right a right.
Well,
right?
you know how they do
And
it.
so in my situation, they try to say that that they never presented an offer, right? So what that does is when you don't do that, you have to. Your attorney, he's supposed to present you with whatever they can, no matter even if if you want to cooperate, you got so the attorney's job is to tell you, and I was always against that, right? Listen, I don't even want to hear about no telling shit, nothing. So it's my job. I have to tell you this legally.
Yeah.
Do you want to, and it's no disrespect.
They have to.
They have to present it. Do you want to cooperate? Hell no. All right. And they can take it back there and put it on record that no, he's not willing to do any of that. Yeah. And also, if there's a plea on the table, your attorney's job is to get that plea from the prosecution. If they never present that plea, then and then on record they turn around and say, "Hey, listen, we never offered him anything. But we're willing to offer him this now." So now what that does is turns you against your attorney. So let's say if you end up going to trial and blow trial, you could come back and appeal it for insufficient counsel.
Correct.
So
Hey, we got a caller, huh? Okay. Jay, put that caller number on. Oh, you got it. Thank you.
Hello?
What's up, caller?
What's going on? B139, it's Snooker Wooker.
What's up?
From Harlem. What's happening? What's happening?
What
How
up,
you?
Steph?
I'm looking at y'all. I'm watching y'all. Listen. The #1 podcast. You already know. First, I want to say salute to the Heaven Up in Harlem situation. It was a whole movie. Salute to the Beat 139. You need to understand this movement is going on.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you. Hey, y'all, can you say Doc birthday? Tell Doc happy birthday.
Looking at y'all. Shout out to everybody. Don Vito, Keith Cash, Doc that owns the block, runs the block, is the block.
Hey, it's Doc's birthday today. Say happy birthday.
Whose birthday?
Doc.
Happy birthday, Doc that shaped the blizzard. Yeah. Don Vito, I'ma holler at you tomorrow.
All right, okay.
Steph, we're gonna drink for you.
Shout out to everybody. Don Vito, Keith Cash, Doc that owns the block, runs the block, is the block.
Thank you, Steph.
You already know.
Appreciate you. We holla.
Salute to everybody. Salute to B139 doing big things. Yeah, I see that big Moet Sean Don on the platform.
Yeah.
And shout out to the other brothers. You feel me?
Yeah.
The Harlem Takeover salute you all.
We got Trigger Tone, we got Young Cash, and we got T Black.
We gotta get back to the topic, man. We gotta talk about the topic.
Okay.
And
Thank you.
We love you, brother.
I'm looking right at y'all. Y'all my nigga. Listen, man. Y'all don't know about B139. Now you know.
We love you, bro. We
Snooker
love you.
Walker, a.k.a. Snooky
Big
Snook
shout out. You
from
call the
Harlem.
Breakfast
The
Club with all that.
Harlem.
We call the Breakfast Club with all that. We love you, man. Back
It's a
to the
female,
topic.
man.
What was that?
That's a woman.
It's a woman. Ain't no brother, man. It's no.
That was all right. My fault. My
But
fault,
anyway,
sis.
let's get back on topic, right?
So back to the prosecutor. Let's talk about that. I want to touch on that. A lot of prosecutors, especially, I'm pretty sure the feds, these are very intelligent people. They're slick. They'll wait to the last minute to say they got information because they know there's a timeline legally that they have to give it over to the defense.
Yeah. But this is the thing with prosecution. Their job, right, is to create the best believable narrative of you, right? So, it don't matter. Like, when I came in on this is on the second federal bid. It was, get me under 10. I'm good with that. And my numbers was, they had 30. So I'm like, how? How? What's their justification for 30 years?
They throw up, they go high, boy.
And their justification was that they considered me an international drug dealer. And I'm like, how the fuck did they come up with that? He said, because you got a film distribution company, they believe it's a front. I had a real film distribution company. I was a top urban distributor in the nation. And I can disclose this now, I was selling hella weed back then. So it was never a front, it was real. Selling a lot of bud too. At the same time, I'm in Africa, diamonds and gold back and forth, and I had accounts, and I was a certified, I went to school for it. I was certified rough diamond expert. I knew, I was going to Africa buying gold and diamonds and bringing it here. So when they look at all of that and what happened in my case, I could disclose this now and I'm comfortable with it, is I was helping a friend. He did a lot of time. He wanted to buy 10 bricks. He needed the money. I was loaning him the money to get on his feet, and he was just giving me my money back. Just, get on your feet, give me my money back. And I continued secretly selling my weed and selling my gold and diamonds and running my distribution company. But when they got a hold of me, they felt that they was able to create, they didn't believe that I'm an international drug dealer. It's just an easy narrative to put together. This motherfucking Africa, we got him going constantly back and forth to Africa. We got accounts with hundreds of thousands in the account where he's buying gold and selling, buying gold diamonds, selling it. Then he's got this distribution company. I got my whole office full. I got a whole map with the little, red and blue dots. So, all the mom and pop stores that I'm hitting in court. They'll look at that as this is who he's
Enterprise.
buying.
Enterprise.
It's an enterprise, right?
Yeah.
So it's an easy narrative to sell. Diddy's shit was such an easy 50 sold it before anybody could even it was sold already.
Yeah.
Before he even went to jail, 50 already had a deal for for his documentary. So it's such an easy it was so, and for years, people been it's been secret shit about Diddy with his freak shit. Yeah. So now when you see this woman on TV all over, he's kicking her. I mean, that's the most foul shit that you could ever see, right? A man doing to a woman. So now, all right, give him 100 years. Who won't give a fuck? Right. But, for me, it was personal because I know how the federal prosecutors, how they put these things together, and I'm like, they gonna do this man dirty. And he kind of lined himself up with all of, with his whole shit. So it was easy for him to get caught up in that. And so I know for a fact through his defense team, and he was willing to take 10 years. And they didn't want to give him that. They didn't want, I don't care if, he could have said, I'll take 20 years. Nah, we want to broadcast you in front of the entire world because I'm going to make my name off of you. That is their goal. Like Giuliani did with Gotti.
Yeah, Mafia, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. They took any and everything that they could and bend it to their favor so they can prosecute this man and set him up the way for the rest of his life.
And expose him.
And take his money. They was trying to take his money.
Yeah, that's
So they was trying to, that was the
Well,
goal. The goal was to give him.
They drained him.
No, but no. He still got a bunch of money.
No, this
But
is why I say
they're going for his money though.
No, this is why I say they drained
It's not over. They're going for his money.
future income. His income is drained. The problem is he only has what he has. That's gonna burn down.
Nah, I don't think so.
He got what?
No, he only has what he has. So let's say he has whatever, 300 million left. That's gonna burn down. With
Nah,
his
Diddy
style
know how to
of
get
living.
money. When Diddy was in jail, they said that nigga was making more money in jail when he was out of jail. That nigga's renting his motherfucking planes out. Niggas was renting Diddy planes while he was in prison. That nigga had made $9 million in 3 months. They said, damn, Diddy make $9 million in 3 months. He rent all 3 of his jets out. Like, he's a money making nigga. He got some fucked up ways, but the nigga know how to get money, man. I give him
that. He ain't a stupid motherfucker.
Nah,
You think about, a motherfucker being a billionaire one day and all of a sudden now he only worth 300 million.
Or whatever it is. Yeah.
It's not what that's bro.
Still a lot of
This man, remember he was like a walking man dead in the street.
Salud.
There we go.
Oh, God damn, T, like, you could do that twice, right? Yo, the joint went into my motherfucking hand. I ain't even reach for it. The shit just landed. Like, oh shit.
Yo, that man was walking dead. So just think about
Happy
it.
birthday, Doc.
Happy birthday, man.
But keep going, Tone.
Just think about it. He know they was trying to build a case on him for over a year. Or longer. Well, secretly, I know a celebrity 5 years ago at the feds wanted some information on Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So this is before his case.
Yeah.
5 years before his case, they trying to build a case on Diddy. Back then. You know what I'm saying? So trust me, he was aware of it, and at the end of the day, when you think is a possibility of you going to jail,
You start preparing.
and you have a team that you've been doing this for years. All his adult life, he's been a multi-millionaire, right? And he has all the right people at his So listen, all right, I gotta ship some of this money here. So I ain't gonna make all the money. He done talked with all the best attorneys in the world.
Yeah, he did.
All right, listen, you can't make everything disappear. You may lose about 300 million.
But you got freedom.
Right.
Soon.
But we're gonna take 700 million of your money and make it disappear. Now, it makes sense for you to have 300 million, and when you go in, that's what you're worth now.
Well, he put a lot of money under his kids and his moms.
Yeah.
But I think in general, the feds missed the mark. And I'll say this. I think if he was, because it's an undisclosed settlement that they put on the table. So let's say it was 10 years, he was willing
He
to
gave Cassie what?
But
How
they
much?
were-
How much you gave Cassie?
Well,
30 million, right?
30 million.
So, but let's say the big thing is the feds put an undisclosed settlement for him. But let's say the feds wanted 30, but he wanted 10. They couldn't meet in the middle.
Right.
I personally feel like Diddy probably was like, I don't want them to see this. Something else, right? That he knows that maybe it's not in all of the reports or all the information. So he was probably like, I'm willing to take 10. Because if he's looking at the case he had, anybody in their right mind would have fought that case. With the lawyers he has, you fighting that case. Because you got to think about it. No John has ever been convicted of prostitution. You don't convict the John, you convict the Tricks. So knowing that you convict the Tricks and not the John, because you got to remember one thing people fail to realize is even if a jury finds me guilty, in order for you to sentence me, you have to go back into law history. So you got to say what cases said that I can give this man 10 years or 3 years or 4 years. They don't have cases like that. That's why I'm shocked they haven't given him bail yet. Because technically, This is a prostitution case. It's not a fucking RICO.
Yeah.
Like,
they
let's
want
stop
to
it.
get it all. They want to get that year up out of him. So when it comes to them giving him the time, 3 years, 4 years, he basically has time
I
served.
think they're gonna end up giving him 10.
Yeah, they're gonna give him 10. They max it
I
out.
said 5.
Because I'm gonna tell you.
But he's gonna beat the 10 in appeal.
There's the thing, yeah, that's a
Well,
possibility.
he's gonna get
But this is-
pardon anyway.
No. The party.
He's gonna get pardon. He's gonna get
This is
pardon.
what.
Hold on.
This man gotta say.
He's gonna get pardoned.
By who?
Trump. Donald Trump.
Like, why?
Because that's his man.
Don't go more into detail. How you feel, Chief Black? You think he'll get pardoned? Why?
I think he's gonna get
The
pardoned.
viewers need to hear the why factor, bro.
The why factor is.
Talk up, brother.
I said the why factor is that they were once friends. You look at it
Right.
like that.
And he did say he would consider it.
And he did say he was considerate.
Right.
And look, he pardoned Lil Wayne that got caught with drugs on the plane.
And a pistol.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
You know, so come on.
But the thing is, he put Diddy went against him though. When Diddy, cause Diddy ain't
Yeah,
sponsored
he didn't
campaign,
endorse him.
and
Right,
Diddy
he
ain't
endorsed him.
endorse him.
But let me
Okay.
say this.
And-
Let me tell you this why there's
50
two
Cent
differences.
endorsed him, right?
Yeah.
But there's two
Yeah, he did.
differences with people like Lil Wayne and Kodak. They're already free. So when you pardon them, all you're doing is saying that you basically are sealing their record. In a sense.
Kodak wasn't free.
No, Kodak wasn't.
Kodak was in jail.
I mean, Lil Wayne was free. So you're technically sealing their record.
Right.
With somebody that has a new conviction, and I agree with Tone, they're giving them the 10. They're giving them the max. I don't think they're doing less than that. They're going to give him the max.
They would have given him bail.
Yeah,
They're not going.
But this is what they might do for him.
The appeal.
There's
bar.
two things
'Cause
that's
you
going to
can't have
happen.
appeal.
So
bar.
no, there's two things that's going to happen. They're going to give him the max term just because it's publicity. He's going to appeal it. It might take him 2 or 3 years. By the time Trump leaves office, Trump can pardon him. And what will happen is he'll come home in 3, right? Because Trump has another 3. Most
That's
presidents
what I
do
said.
not pardon in their first
Right,
year of
right.
presidency.
Yeah, they're
So
going
that's
crazy.
one. Then 2, there's another thing that'll happen. He might not get the 10. He might just get 2 or something. They'll give him time served, put him on probation for 8. That I can see happening. I think
They're trying to line that up. They're trying to get what they're trying to do right now is a post rehabilitation form, right? Which he should have been doing the whole time while he was before trial. While he's in as a what is it?
Pre-trial.
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 When you're pre-trial, you should have done all that post rehabilitation. For those that don't know what that is, post rehabilitation is getting all your hours and education on. You know, what his issues, his violence,
It's no
sexual
way
issue,
the
whatever.
stress that he was under.
And now he's doing it now.
That he would have been able to partake in that. Not under the extreme stress that man was under, because everybody was coming at him. You know what
He
I'm
was
saying?
under stress.
I'm sure.
For sure.
The way
Lot
that
of
he
stress.
said, if he was willing to take something, Diddy knows what he did and what he did.
You got to understand something, right? So when Diddy got locked up, right? When they brought Diddy in, right? You got the dude they brought right behind Diddy, Luigi, right? Luigi was all over the media for weeks. When Diddy shit came, you ain't hear about Luigi no more. They had a hard on for Diddy, man. This nigga had did straight up murder, like boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
In broad daylight.
Bro, that's some serious shit. And they put his shit to the side to go all after Diddy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so one thing the feds do, right? See, when they say it's hard to beat the feds, it is. First of all, people don't, you talk all that shit you want to. When you go inside NBC or MCC, that shit's a whole nother world. Talk that shit in the street. When you in there, and voices is hitting you, and you ain't never been locked up like that, and you in that cold ass cell with that orange fucking jumpsuit on, the demons is tearing you can't control what you think, but you can control what you say. Right. So I can imagine the trauma he went through in that motherfucker, man. You understand what I'm saying, though? And a lot of the shit they did, it looked early like it was gonna stick, cause we was frying that nigga on the show. Yeah. Homeland Security came, right down, well that nigga finished. So we ain't the only ones felt that way. Right. Everybody else felt that way.
Perception.
The reason why I take my hat off to his defense team, cause god damn, when he beat them big ass charges, that nigga got down on his knees and called him, was like, oh my Lord. He wasn't worried about kicking Cassie and throwing against the wall and shit, cause he guilty of that. He's worried about it. Them niggas make this shit stick. I am done. You imagine how are you gonna be in a cell, Cash, and sleep on that shit every fucking day.
You know,
Knowing that you
he's
facing that.
detoxing.
Right.
He's detoxing.
But you understand what I'm saying, though?
'Cause you know
That shit's hard for you,
That
though,
shit
Joe.
is coming out of his system.
That's crazy.
You can't think right. You know what I'm saying? First of all, like you said, just his mentality of who he is. He's not believing that you can do the things that actually get done. Me, you, and him, because we were doing what we were doing, we had some idea because we had examples. Not him. Not him. Not that you don't know people that go to jail, but you don't know. That actually, he does not know that part of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If we knew, because it ain't like before you went to jail, you didn't know somebody that went. Ain't like my brother-in-law would be like, yo, them niggas talking, you need to, if it's in here, you on the radar, you in trouble.
Yeah.
But a nigga still ain't listen to that.
Yeah.
Nigga ain't listen to that. You
Facts.
knew not to go up and down that highway.
Right.
We knew not to go up and down that highway, and we still did it even after one of our mans called us and they got 30 years.
Yeah. Right.
Commonwealth, DC, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Yo, what happened?
Yeah.
Yo, this
It happened to him, though. It don't mean it's gonna happen to me.
just gave me 4 years.
Right?
And none of us that was making money said we not gonna spend that money on the lawyers.
Right.
We all went and got lawyers.
Right.
I don't give a fuck.
Right.
No matter
100%.
how many times we said
And bail money.
Yeah, we want
Don't get it
bail,
twisted.
And
I'm
we
saying.
went and got. And
I'm
we
trying
went
to
and
come
got
up out
lawyers.
this motherfucker. Fight my shit on the house.
And we sitting in the jail watching niggas come back. Yo, what happened? Yo, the niggas gave me 22 years. Yo, what happened? Yo, the niggas gave me 30 years. Yo, what happened? Niggas gave me 10 years. Yo, what happened? Niggas gave me 15 years. And you
Niggas took that shit.
And you still saying, yeah, let me call my lawyer. Yo, Keith, did you send that money to the lawyer?
Copped out, yeah.
Did you send that money to the lawyer?
Yeah.
I copped out the 30 years. Dude,
he-
copped.
yeah.
You know, because of the life he lived, he didn't believe it could happen to him.
Right.
Because he was living a different life.
Yeah.
He didn't believe that shit.
His mindset totally different, man.
Well, it did. The normal person that would have went through Diddy's situation would have got the RICO charge. Not because it's actually true, because it's not. All of the facts point different. But the problem with that is when you're facing people like the defense attorneys that he has, they're going to highlight a lot of this stuff. The typical lawyer that you're going to hire, he's going to hire, that doesn't cost $3,000, $5,000 an hour, is not going to be able to catch certain stuff. They don't have enough invested. You got to remember, they're still thinking about their client base. Those guys, when they take on a case like Diddy, they don't care about nothing else.
Yeah,
Because he paying like he weigh.
Plus they
Diddy
can
paying
call-
that money,
Yeah,
man.
but no, but
He
this
don't
the
want to
thing.
do no time, man.
No,
What you
but-
need?
but this
50
thing-
million?
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
But you also got to think,
You know what I'm
these
saying?
are the same lawyers that call up the judge and go, look, I got my client, Keith Cash. We're going to do his case in October because I want to finish Diddy's case for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
My investigators on Diddy. They don't have. They don't.
It's
have
another
the
level,
issue.
man. It's another
But
level.
When we pay a lawyer, even if we can pay $3,000, and they go, it's going to cost you 40 hours up front, and you pay $120,000. They still thinking, I still got Doc, I got to defend it, because your money ain't gonna live. That
Wouldn't
nearly
stop
paid
him,
my
yeah.
rent.
You say because that's what happened actually in his situation. It's the
Everything
only
stops.
client is Diddy,
Correct.
right? It's you spending all your hours, and he's probably spending
High profile.
16, 18 hours a day
Correct.
on Diddy's case.
Yeah.
You gotta
know what I'm
call
saying?
him. You gotta go see this man. Make sure he's in the same state of mind you in. Because the worst thing you can do is have an attorney and a client not be in the same state of mind. That takes constant communication. When Diddy wakes up and he on that, like you said, he's not in the mental state of mind. Because like you brothers, you guys been through certain stuff. So when you go in that cell, it's a different mentality. When Diddy go in that cell, he probably is ready to tell. So maybe there is a lawyer that's like, shut up, because if you tell, now you affect Trump, and I can't help you. Because there's a whole different party of people that's going to make sure you go.
And see, one thing about Diddy that I know personally, right? Diddy gonna give you the bread, but Diddy gonna make you work. I know he blowing their motherfucking phones up. I know he had them niggas coming up there like clockwork because once he give you that money, Diddy gonna be, yo, so did you do this? Did you do that? They ain't want the bail, so try to give me another bail. He on them, and them niggas is in there, okay, yes sir, because I don't care what it costs. Tell me tomorrow that they gonna give me, Diddy's aggressive, man. The nigga ain't no punk, man. The nigga ain't no punk.
You're not paying them.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna get his money worth, man.
You got to think
That's how you
about
get
it.
that.
He's paying them for the luxury. Every time that lawyer walks into the room, now you eat different. Now you have lunch with the lawyer. So now you might be eating McDonald's, whatever you want to eat, because they can't stop you from your legal right that you have with a lawyer. Which is, if I'm with my lawyer for 6 hours, whatever you're gonna entitle me to. Now we're gonna have lunch. We might have dinner together. Those little things, even if his lawyer goes, well, I got to meet him every day this week, they're gonna let him. Now, guess what? Diddy's not eating like the typical prisoner. So those things bring comfort in any person.
It did, and I think that's one of the reasons why his situation was strained with his attorneys. It was because just think about it. When we in there, when we sitting in pre-trial, the best getaway is to have your family come visit you or your attorney.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, I've witnessed every day for 2.5 years. I've seen cartel dudes going down every day to see their attorneys.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's a break from the unit.
Every day that you.
Most of the day. Too.
How about that?
Most of the day.
Most of the day.
Right.
I was in there with
And they bring you shit to eat.
bring
You
you
need a
shit.
pen? What do you need? You need an ink pen?
Yeah.
You want this? They could bring you
a
in the
girl
feds, they
and
could bring you a
jerk
drink,
you off.
a sandwich, and a bag of chips. Them niggas getting food while they in there.
All
All
that
goes down.
That means a lot
Means a lot.
to someone that's locked down. And even if you ain't locked down in a cell, if you in a dorm, still you're like, I literally was in MDC for 2.5 years. I didn't know if it was night or day.
Yeah, they ain't got no outdoor. They got no outdoor. They got the record, but you see the outdoor through the little through the top. That's it. You ain't going outside.
When I got sentenced, and when I got sentenced and got designated to,
we always in there. Ain't no outside.
What the hell I went to in Jersey? What's the joint in Jersey? Farrington. I went to Farrington. Yo, I was the lightest nigga in the fucking compound. That sun hit me, I got a headache from that shit. I'm like, oh shit. Good. It was crazy.
They ain't no outside in MDC, my nigga.
No sun
for 2 years.
Yeah.
Me too. I was in give me flashbacks. Shit.
Crazy.
It's
insane. It's a mind fuck.
Syracuse and then the NBC, and both of them setups is the same. Ain't no outside, my nigga. I went to Fairton too. Me and Tone went the same joint. I went to Fairton too, and Fairton is like open, like boom.
Yeah.
Boom,
I
boom,
was
boom.
like, oh shit. I was like, it was like they just let me. They just dropped me off on 42nd Street. That's how I felt. Like, what is this?
Yo, man.
But I think the prosecutors in general, whether state or feds, they forget the progressive system, right? Like, you get a guy that has done no time, but you want to hit him at 30, right? And I get certain crimes, you should start there. But then there's a lot of people that have non-violent crimes, especially drug dealers. But you want to tell them 30 years.
But they not looking at it like that, Cash. They not looking at it as Doc is a bad person.
No, but hear me out. The point is this. The goal of a good legal system is a progressive system. So I'm just using Doc as an example. You catch him with 30 kilos. Give him a progressive system,
Right.
10 years. Okay, cool. We don't need to give you life in prison because we know people that did do 30 kilos deserves life in prison. But that's a different drug dealer. That's the person that you caught him 3 times with 30 kilos. Right? Like, you gotta we need to fix the legal system where it's a progressive system. Because you got a lot of people. And what I mean is by progressive, when it comes to violent crimes, that's a different story. You know, but you got a lot of non-violent criminals that's getting time that doesn't make sense. Yeah. A lot of these people could come home and be good citizens, whether taxpayers, but we'll rather spend taxpayers' money on them to convict them of crimes that make no sense. Like, think about Diddy. Maureen Comey got fired because of this case. So not only did we pay her salary and numerous resources that probably cost the federal government millions for just this case. Right? Let's just say $50 million.
And that doesn't happen. That doesn't just happen.
Oh no, they knew what they were doing.
Don't get fired. Like that's the craziest shit.
Yeah.
What?
Oh no, but they knew what they were doing. This was illegal. I like I said, I think it probably was a witch hunt because her dad is the same guy that went against Trump. They probably said, "Fuck, you screwed this up. Good luck."
So let me ask you a question, not to cut you off, Cash. So you said the prosecutor got fired, right?
Yeah, she got fired.
and the prosecutor with Eric Adams stepped down. What the fuck is going on, man?
Because they're doing, the problem is this, it's not them being put on the case. They got district attorneys, you got U.S., main
You understand what I'm saying?
and they're being put on
He
the
said,
case.
I'm not prosecuting that, man. Yeah, that's over.
You don't have that right as an employee. You're being told what cases you prosecute.
Yeah, they pick you because they believe you have a title shot.
But, no, they don't. That's not true. I'm pretty sure they knew Marie wasn't with in this case. She ain't nobody special. She ain't prosecute people that you be like, she prosecute El Chapo or something.
When they brought this case, when they bring every case they bring, they thought they was gonna win.
Exactly.
It's not a thought in their mind
They ain't gonna
that
win.
they was gonna lose. It's not it's everything. It's a table of prosecutors like this.
You have your supervisors in the
Right, the
district
top
attorney or the
prosecutors
supervising prosecutor, yeah.
in New York, period, is sitting there
Well, it's not
and
good.
having a discussion about is this a winnable? Is this a case that we can win?
I'm gonna tell you why.
And
This,
they-
lost that case.
Huh?
no, I'm gonna tell you why.
Anybody else would have lost that case.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. This is why I don't agree with that. I agree they thought they were gonna get an agreement. I don't think they were gonna win a trial.
They don't want-
knew
Nah,
this-
nah,
this was gonna
Ted,
pop out.
nah,
This is
nah.
why- Hold on a second. This is why.
Nah,
That's
Cash.
not a win for them.
Cash.
not a
In the
win for
beginning with the feds, let me tell you why.
Wait,
No, we telling you about the, but no, but the feds. Let me say this one part. No, let me say this one part before you go. No, the feds come in. They got a 99.9% conviction rate, so they always think that when they get you, you're done. They don't got John Gotti. Fuck Diddy. Hold up. They got John Gotti. They had the nigga from the Shaolin Posse. We was in there with the nigga. What's the nigga George that was in Fort Dix with us? The
I was with him.
that was with Pablo Escobar.
Yeah.
They got niggas that's way bigger than Diddy in this motherfucker. Diddy is a small nigga to these cartel niggas, man. We used to see these niggas on the motherfucking visit. So that's why they thinking that they can win. But go ahead, finish.
For most cats, when they get it, they know it's a guaranteed why because they have the snitches, they have everybody. They're looking for the agreement. They're not looking for the trial. I'm gonna tell you what, most people that got these convictions on are not from trial. 96, their conviction rate of 98 point whatever it is not from trial. Because they will lose some of those trials. They getting that off of agreement.
Right, because of the investigation for years. Like Cash said, people were getting investigated, so that's what it is.
Most cats
They didn't have no
know
investigation on Diddy that
everybody
long.
you spoke to in that situation, I'm gonna tell you right now. Let's talk about child posse. He looking at his charges. He go, okay, you got me on these 20, but you missed the other 30 I did. I'm signing this. I'll take the 30 years to life because he knows he got a possibility of coming home.
Right.
If he blow trial, he ain't never coming home.
Right.
But he know you also missed 30 other situations.
Hold on, if you blow trial,
hold on 1 second. Now with prejudice, when you sign that agreement, you're doing it with prejudice, which means that everything else that you missed, that ain't happened, you can't come back to me for. If it's with this situation, you cannot come back to me. So if you convicted me for killing, God forbid, Cass, but there was 6 other people in that situation where I killed Cass, I ain't got to worry about it.
Right, but that's called common sense. But go ahead, say what you gonna say.
No, but if you blow trial, you got a better chance coming. Once you cop out, your ass is out.
But you bugging. If you blow trial, you not.
No, if you blow trial, you can come back on the field. If you cop out,
no. I'm gonna tell you
if you cop out, you done.
Yeah, you cop out, you can't appeal a cop out.
You can't come back.
You gave up your rights.
You can't come back.
You can't appeal a cop out. Nah.
You coming back.
No, that means you gave up your rights to. They say it. Hold on. They say it in court. So, did anybody coerce you? No. You got hold. They said you know you giving up your rights to appeal. Yo, you ain't getting that cop out. You gotta get out.
I killed all my rights.
I'll give this right now. Name one person that fucking blew trial that came home if they had a 30 to life, but they came home at 15. Name one person. I'll give you time.
I ain't gonna say 15, but what's his name just came home?
Say that again. Say that again.
Name one motherfucker that blew trial for like 30 to life, something crazy, and came home in like half the time.
I know a few niggas that did
But I
that.
can tell you a bunch of cats.
Yeah, because there's a loophole in the case.
Tut had like.
There's a.
No, I'm not talking about loophole. I'm not talking about Mr.
Say L. You remember L? Big L. That was with Wolf. L. That's what be with Wolf and all them. When we was in motherfucking Fedson together, L had 4 life sentences. That nigga came home, my nigga, because of appeal. He came home.
Obama, I think he got that Obama.
But he still came home.
Ronnie Blunt from Queens.
No, I'm not talking about for
Blue
other
trial.
reasons. I'm not talking about prosecutor misconduct. I'm not talking about all of that. I'm talking about he literally blew trial, lost the case, and then came home and didn't do at least 75 or 80% of the time he had to do. It don't happen. But I see a lot of people that sign agreements from people that been like, all right, cool, I'm gonna take this plea or cop out and actually come home in way less time than they're supposed to, because when they go to parole, guess what? Parole goes, you know your crime, you committed to it, you accepted it, we're willing to actually offer you parole.
We don't get
How many people
Feds don't have parole.
Get that?
Feds and state two different things. No parole, man.
I know people that went to trial.
Yeah, but Feds ain't no parole. They got guidelines, man. They got guidelines.
Boy George case.
Yeah.
Oh,
80%.
Yeah.
No parole.
80%.
Not only ICE, another one for Boy George case is
what's his name?
Bob Lemon.
Bob Lemon.
Yeah. But we got to look at it in detail, because a lot of these guys are just not coming home to come home. A lot of times you find out they're giving people information.
What should just have?
Or they
I know.
Prince.
Prince.
Supreme Team. He had life and he came home.
No, but he also came under that law that they put in the federal government. Which a lot of people came home on.
Yeah, a lot of
Obama
people came home on that.
Bruce Sims came home on that same law. A lot of cats that blew trial they came home on that law. But they did like a lot of time. They didn't do 10 years.
But drugs, come on, man. You know what I mean?
You know, but I'm just saying this. It needs to be a progressive system with the prosecutors for all crimes, because you got a lot of people that's going to jail. Let's think about this. You guys been in jail. How many of them cats didn't belong to you? It wasn't. Maybe 20% belong.
Well, I think that call it conspiracy.
Right?
Leave that call it conspiracy.
Nah,
so let me.
Niggas belong in there.
No,
Maybe
but
not that amount of time.
60,
But niggas belong in that motherfucker.
No, but I mean for the time they got.
We say that.
Everybody did something.
How many times you heard a cat tell you, "Oh, I got 30 to life," and you like, you ain't supposed to be.
I see what you're saying. He's saying, I get what he's saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Most people that cop out, they give up a lot of their rights.
You have to.
You have to.
You have to.
You have to give up a lot of your rights. So I've seen. When we was with Jerry Wu, he copped out the 30 years.
He copped out 30. You're right.
We've seen that. Like we seen dudes.
30.
Go like literally.
Take it.
Take it.
You got it.
But that's why
I seen John Cuff take 100 and some years.
But that's why
It ain't funny, but
He copped out, right?
What pissed me? No, he copped out.
He copped out.
He copped out.
Like he copped
He waited. He went to trial. Got all this, he got all this discovery to see who telling on him.
Yeah.
But he copped out.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a different case. Some people, like
but
you
he
said,
copped out the life.
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying to you,
Life in 100.
He copped out the
no,
life.
but there's a difference.
Yeah, because he had the death penalty.
He'd been better.
He had the death penalty. Those were the cases. There was a preacher. The three cases when we was in Otisville in '98. It was preacher. It was preacher in them case. It was
Lou had the death penalty.
Lou was before that, right?
Yeah.
Lou before, he
that was
came
before
94.
that. It was already. Leon and them was in it.
But preacher had.
Preacher had a death penalty.
He had a death penalty.
Who we just said that? Pete and them. And Frank and Joe Masonette.
Oh yeah. Frank and Joe Masonette.
But I'm saying those guys.
And they copped out. They copped out to. Frank about to come out now. He copped out to like 40 years, 30 years. Crazy shit.
But Joe, think about it. Those cases deserve what they got. Let's be frank. 30
years.
People were getting hurt. Things happen. Those cases deserve what they got. We can't take that away from anybody. We got a lot of cats that you guys know was sitting in probably 80% of the jail cells. People are sitting in there with time that don't make sense.
Right.
Of course.
They don't make sense.
That's definitely most.
That's the federal way. I got 5 years. My first bid, I got 5 years. I was like, oh, what? Hold on, what is it? 5?
But that makes sense.
Let me get that and run.
Yeah, but now
the second one, I was facing life, and I got 6 out of it.
That's low.
Yeah.
Maybe 15.
I ended up getting 6, but I had to push them to trial, and so there's this thing that there's a game that the prosecution plays, right? So it's like a window, right? So they say, take this 30 years right here. And so think about it.
They always go high.
I'm not taking 30 years. Doesn't make sense. I'm not taking, give me 10 years, whatever. And I'm going back and forth. Thank God, by the grace of God. I follow God's path, right?
Right. Talk about
so that's what led me there. Cause I ain't had a heart. First, I used to pray to God like this, God, you know I'm not gonna tell. That's not in me, God.
Yeah,
And
that shit is something else,
if
man.
If you create a way for me,
I'm
never fucking with the streets again.
This shit ain't funny, but now a nigga, hold on, say it right quick, Doc. But now the nigga home, you know what I'm saying? Because the niggas coming at me like that, right? But they ain't go 30, they give it 20, right? Yeah. I said 20 for what? For fucking what? Yeah. Hold up. So I said the same thing. I know they ain't gonna go too low because they caught me. They caught me with the bag. Mm-hmm. I had like a Samsonite briefcase, like $100,000, right? I had a Samsonite, the black joint, right? And then I told them I had to work. I didn't want to leave it. I told you and Keith. I said I ain't gonna leave. I'm gonna take it back. But that's called double jeopardy. We never do that, right? T Black. Once you bring it there, it gotta go. You don't bring it back.
That's the rules.
And I was bringing it back. But before I was bringing it back, a nigga told on me. So when a nigga told on me, I had it on me. But rule number one, right, T Black? Double jeopardy. You made it through, somebody got to take that. Yeah. And somebody didn't want the rest of that. Right. Mm-hmm. So I said, damn. So this couple of dollars here, I know we don't normally do this, but I'm going to do it. So when they ran down, because the nigga told, I got the Samsonite with 100,000, I already look fucked up. Then they caught the shit with it, you know? So I'm going to put my shit, I ain't got to hide my shit. But that's what happened with me, but it was 20. I said, what Tone said, you give me a flashback. Yeah. Yo, give me 10 and I'll take it. Because I know I got to get something.
They don't bring that.
But I don't want the 20. Give me the 10. And I was happy to take the 10. So even with the 10, I took it like a champ. You understand what I'm saying? Well, nigga trying to get less time he can get. No, you know you're going to get some time, man.
This is the scary part,
crazy,
right?
Man.
This is when it became serious for me, when I seen what they was doing to these young boys, like with the, they was coming through with these blood cases and all that, these gang joints. Yeah. When their numbers is, OG, they trying to give me 30 years. I ain't taking no 30. I'm like, yo, listen. I used to have this conversation with him, right?
That's what I did.
So listen. Young blood. Let's talk about the 30 years. Let's break that down. This is how much time you got in. This is how much time. This is how much you gonna get for every 10 years. You're gonna do 8 years out of every 10. Right. 8 years, 2 months. Right.
The good time.
Right. The good time. Yeah. You stay out the way. You program, and you'll come home my age. Hey, look. I don't want to come home your age. I'm 30. Yeah, I'm like, at the time, I'm 40, right? But I sound old. These niggas is 22 years old. Like,
18, 19.
I ain't coming here. But I said, listen, what's going to happen? Because they 851, they give you the 858? 848. They give you the 848. And so now that 30 years is no longer on the table. Now you're forced to trial because they're going to give you 40, 50 years now.
That's right.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
40. Oh, no. Now, okay, all right, you didn't take the 30 years? All right, that's all. They don't play with that. That's off the table now.
It don't last.
Now it's 50 years.
It don't last, man.
So now, what kid is going to quick, man? It's going to take 50 years at this point. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to trial. Yeah. So they railroad you. They push you into trial, and now you blow. I was at MDC 2.5 years watching these young. This is why I used to have this conversation with them. Like when they tell me, yo, straight from court. Yo, what's good? What's up, young blood? Talking about 30 years. All right, let's have a seat. Come on, yo, make my man some food. He just came in. Yo, sit down. Yo, let's talk about this 30 years. Let's talk about this 20 years. It's really not crazy.
It sounds crazy.
Sounds crazy. But at least you got a number. I'm telling you, you got a number. So you can see
Black,
the end of this.
Real shit, man.
You can see the end of this about my age. Or you can never see it.
Right.
And see, they look at 40 when they 20,
and that's
they look at
you got to make that
like
decision quick.
Old,
right.
But it's not.
It's not.
Like, especially a man, you still can have kids. You still got a lot of life ahead of you.
But we all do. Just think about it.
Right.
When it's coming from us, it's all good. But when somebody else is saying it to you,
sounds crazy,
that
yeah.
shit sounds crazy.
All right, so Key, let me say something. Hold on, give me a second. So how many bids you did?
4.
What's the most you did at one time?
21 years.
Let's talk about that, because you did more time at one time than all of us, right?
Yeah.
So you did 21 years, right?
Yeah.
Not to put you out there, but we trying to teach these people watching this show, right? We some real dudes and we blessed.
Let me tell you something. What was going on?
I was coming to see him in that camp.
There it
This
is.
guy got a chance to come see me. You know what I'm saying? I was facing 55 years. They said, yo,
Tell them what's going on here, man.
55
The real
years.
B139, we some real dudes here. And y'all see what we doing now? God has been good to us. You know, we got Young Cass here. We got T Black. They haven't been through what we've been through, but we need their perspective because they family and they know. So tell them what happened with your shit, bro.
DC.
Without, going too far.
Case out of DC, going out of town, 1987, 1986.
Yeah.
Caught a case 88 out there in DC.
Turn that mic to you, bro.
Caught a case out there in 1988, February 22nd. And them peoples was coming at a nigga hard. Me, all my co-defendants, I got 7 co-defendants, 1 girl.
Yeah.
The less the person got was 10 years.
Right.
The rest of my co-defendants, all because they were young, they got the murders, so they all did 28, 27, 23, and 22 years.
Mm-hmm.
So when they came at us, I had one co-defendant, he was like, he just came home, he was like, I can't take a cop out to that. They offered, you gotta take a universal plea. They offered all of us a universal plea.
Mm-hmm.
Say, yo, take the 20, my man. Say, yo, I'm not gonna tell, but I can't do that.
Right.
So now we're forced. I went to trial.
Right. See, that's the problem. I hate that shit.
Went to trial. And the nigga told me, like, I really wanted to give you life. Like I wanted to give you life.
This is real conversation right here, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga know, like I'm telling him everything that he went through afterwards.
Right.
He already knew.
I knew, yeah.
He already knew. Like
Watching-
he's coming.
You see what I'm saying?
Watching brothers like him
Right.
walk down 21 with a smile. This motherfucker.
Look at this
was
nigga
smiling.
right here. Look at him,
this
man.
This motherfucker was smiling on the
Look
compound.
at him, bro.
Like,
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
That's like, Cash,
Yo,
doing this shit.
You don't even
Like,
know that.
like, 21, just think about it. And shit, we in our 20s at the time. It sounding 21, it sounds like forever.
Crazy.
Cash
Well, you
is
see what
gonna
I'm
be
saying,
here
T Black?
forever. But,
We got
yo, he
dudes at
walked
this
that down
table
like-
right now, right? We got dudes at this table. Like we hear these stories with the BMFs and all these da, and that shit don't even move us because we know we's a movie. Yeah. But we didn't let you know about our movie. We just, you know what? We thanking God, we praising the Lord, and we giving back to the community, and we want to leave a legacy behind because we felt that shit that happened to us, and we feel that we're going to show not just God, we want to show community, and we want to show our families, our kids, that we could do some great things before the good Lord come get us. They didn't get 21. That shit ain't no joke.
We all feel the way we feel. Think about him. This is the guy. Remember when I met him, Doc?
That's our young blood
Doc
right there. I love this
introduced me
guy.
to him.
Yes, that's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? He was doing what he was doing. I go to jail again the next time. Now the next time when I come back, this nigga's corporate America. Like I'm so happy. Like this is not something that I get to see. Like a lot of y'all got to be out in the 90s. I was in jail for the 80s, 90s, and the 2000s. So I ain't see none of that. I ain't go to no tunnels. I didn't go to no unique joints. I ain't do none of that.
That's fucked up, man.
I ain't do none of that. Rooftop was it.
And you
That was
look good,
that
my
was the
nigga.
last
Fuck
of
that.
it.
Right.
This nigga here, man. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
So
salute you, my nigga.
He
I
working.
salute you.
So I said, I'm super happy. Like, cause his whole life just changed. So he looks at it a totally different way.
Yes, he does.
Like his whole mindset. When I talk to him from being a youngster to now, it's like Yeah, it's like no negativity,
dope, right.
no,
Dope.
like
That's what you
everything
wanna see,
is
right.
business minded, but fun. It ain't like this nigga don't have the same type of fun that we have.
Right.
The same type of fun, the same pop off of the bottles,
Right,
the same
right,
wearing
right,
the
right,
jewelry,
right.
the same wearing fly shit, the same one. But he changed. That's not something that you grew up seeing. That's and I try like even sometimes I talk to Doc, I'll be like, nah, that's not how we thought. Them niggas that if outside of Tone, if I told them Tone the stuff that I did these niggas wouldn't believe me. Word is bond.
Right.
Well, you know what it is?
They wouldn't.
Cash, you know what it is? The problem is a lot of individuals learn from you guys. Jewish people, white people, all of these people that think about it, the Def Jams, the Interscopes, they come to you and guess what they do with the Bimmies, right? They do with all the gangsters. They come to Queens, get all these gangsters, people from the Supreme Team. No, come work for me. I'm gonna pay you $100,000. Do whatever you do on the show. Okay. But tell me about how you can find the best talent. Tell me about how, and guess what they do? They take the same thing you guys did in structure and create a business around the same
No,
steps you did.
I get it. My thing is, so I learned that, right, the hard way. I had to pay. I spent 10 years of my life in prison to get it, right? And losing a few friends, right? So like literally, I'm talking about death right in front of me. My friends getting killed in front of me, right? So what I learned, it's what God taught me. I was always the go-getter. Since I was 15, I was to the bag, to the big bag at 15. At 15.
Tell me about it,
right?
Joe. Let's go.
And it's never been a problem. I always had that gift to get it, right? I always get right to the bag. But what I learned when we was in 98, when I came home, I went at the bag with no net, no street. You know, I had businesses. I was a teenager. I had businesses, right? But I did it in my 20s with no net, no drugs, no nothing. I'm gonna start this company. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put my all into my man Gary Gator. He's one of my OGs. I come from Guy Fisher. You know, I'm from Patterson Projects. Guy Fisher, Gary
Come on,
Gator,
man.
JB, James
Yeah.
Brown. Like I come from
Patterson,
it.
man.
Like, I seen these dudes. Like these dudes. I seen Rolls Royce since I was a kid.
Right.
And I said, I'm gonna be like them.
They gonna let them know, man.
Right. So
let them know.
One thing Gary Gator taught me, he a pastor now. He live in Atlanta now. But what he taught me, that he said, yo, you know one thing, whatever you put, he says, you got it. Anything you put 100% into is gonna work. It's not the drugs that made you who you was. It's you. I seen you do it. I seen you do it with coke, dope, weed, everything. But guess what? You could make $1 million without any of that shit. And he told me that before I even could believe. I'm like, nah, I need.
Can I tell you the difference between you and the dude, let's just say the Jimmy Iovine? All of y'all is time. One
Right.
person's like, I want it tomorrow.
Right.
The other person's like, I'm gonna keep doing it.
Right, keep doing it.
I always say about the difference between white people and black people. Black
Immediate
people is
gratification.
everything now.
Immediate
They,
gratification.
everything with them, we got a call, but everything with them is.
We're gonna take this caller. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you from?
Because they.
It's Tristan, guys.
What up, caller?
It's Tristan. It's Tristan.
Oh, it's our little man.
What you doing, man? What's happening? What you doing up this time of night, man?
Oh, man.
I was just calling to say hi to you guys. I know I haven't seen you guys. in a
We
while.
miss you,
I saw
buddy.
you
Yeah,
guys.
you better get your ass to the class on Monday, bro.
I miss
We
you.
you, man.
Wait, look. I just want to tell you guys. I'm having a residential dorm experience at City College, so I'm gonna stay there.
I'm proud of
Stay
you,
there
man.
for
Yeah,
the
we love you, man.
next 2 weeks.
We love you.
Proud
That's
of
what's up. Yo, we love you, McTristan. How you doing? You all right?
Yes, sir. All good. Vito, you?
Yes, sir. Everything good. I'm glad to hear from you.
You know the Jets still trash, right?
Listen, look. You guys, listen. Don't talk about Jets, all right? I'm a Steelers fan now. They got Aaron Rodgers, so I'm up there.
That's why you up late.
Just
You're stressing.
And Aaron gone.
They got Justin Fields.
Hey, Tristan, you all right? Where you at?
So I'm at City College right now, actually.
When you coming back?
I come back next Monday.
All right, so we're gonna see you Monday or the following Monday?
I'll see. Wait, no, I mean like next Monday, the Monday after next.
All right, so could give Keith Cash a call, and we want to see you when you get back, okay?
Yes, sir. You guys have a good night, all right?
All right,
Love
thank you, man. We love you, man.
Look, to your point, right? To your point.
Another call. Hold
Another call.
Yeah, but that's
No?
we on air. Hold on, tell 'em. This is just yeah, go.
That's on the air? Take the caller.
Real, we on air. We on air.
All right. Happy born day, my nigga.
All right, thank you, bro.
Go ahead, Joe.
So to your point, real quick, right?
You all right, Jay?
You know, going back to what God showed me, right? I took a inventory of my life, right? And I said, all right, I sold drugs from 15 to, you know, my 20s, right? I made millions of dollars. So no one could take that away from me. My thing was like, yo, this is what I do, right? It's all I know. But once I start learning other things, I went back to school, I went to NYU and you know, mastered my film craft at that time, created a film distribution company. It's $1 million company, my first, right? Did that, right? And I created a 5-year plan. That's how I did it. Came home from Fort Dix and created a 5-year plan, and it worked. Built my credit, did all that, right? And so now when I caught the second Fed bid is doing my old head a favor, sticking to, and this is another thing that I don't do. All of that, you know, I don't, you know, we stick too close to the code where we feel we gotta, motherfucker come home, it's our job to walk him through the whole process. He wanna get back into the drug life. And, you know, I made a mistake and gave him this bread, right? Cost me another federal case, right? Nobody there for me. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, when, you know, this is when keeping it real goes wrong, right?
Yeah.
Right. So when dudes come home, I pray for them, and I pray, I wish them the best. But guess what? Honestly, I don't do, you know, and if I fuck with them, I may give them a few dollars or whatever, but more than a few dollars is I'm gonna give them that conversation,
right?
And let them know. Yeah, I'm gonna give him the wisdom, and it's up to him to take that and you know.
Well, Mecca said it the best on Math Hoffa podcast. Don't come looking for me when you come.
Right, don't look for me.
I ain't gonna lie. You mean one of y'all go to jail? Just
and even, you know, a lot of people come to me for jobs.
You might go to jail, because anybody, tell me.
No, if you go to jail,
no, but listen to me. I'm not saying that. I know what you're saying, but
if you go sell 30 keys.
No, but I want to change the narrative. Right, I want to change the narrative. Anybody can go to jail. Let's not get this twisted, right?
No, but he just talking.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general. Anybody can go to jail.
You done got locked up 3 times, nigga.
And you still trying.
Yeah.
You still trying.
You bad looking at.
So, yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, God gave you 3 different hints.
I got a cousin like that. He not gonna get.
Don't come back to me and be like, why you don't want to help me out?
Yeah, right.
No, I don't want to help you out. You bad luck. That's not your forte.
So now what I realized, right? All right, I did that for the first time, but then now I caught the second one, and I always look at, all right, what are you learning from this? What did you do wrong here? I never look at it like this motherfucker did slide me this. Nah, what did you do wrong to put you in this situation?
That's what you got to do, man.
Right? Because now
you gotta own up.
I gotta own up to it because now I gotta prepare for society again. I'm starting from zero again, right? So now here it is. I do my second now doing that 5-year plan again. Do the 5-year plan. My goal was to do this construction shit. You know what? This is what I'm doing. I made a promise to God. I'm never doing it again. No drugs, nothing. I did a construction company, 5-year plan, created a $1 million company again. So God is showing me constantly, yo, bro, you got it. I gave you this to do this.
Right.
You used it to do that. And then, you bumped your head a few times. But if you stay,
I seen that.
You got
that. And he literally is going McDonald's,
right?
Go to get, and them peoples came and told, got the big truck. That shit, that nigga made it all the way down the rock joint to they office.
There's 2 things I was
that shit was crazy.
That all black men are minorities, whether Spanish or black, we gotta watch out for money, which we talk about. Then there's sex. So we get to people like Shannon Sharp and other brothers that's out here in these scandals and so forth. You gotta position yourself to be, not be so fast with your dick.
Right.
You know, and look at
Discipline.
Shannon Sharp.
There has to be a sense of discipline with everything.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he was wrong or right. The problem is this. I don't know the details of it. I don't think many of us do.
How old was the girl, man?
Case.
She was 19.
So he wrong the fuck out of here. Ain't no wrong, right? That nigga wrong. The girl, no, hold on. Yo, I love you, bro, but the girl is 19. No, the girl.
No, she wasn't. When he first met her, she was 19.
The girl 19, and you Shannon Sharp, you get any grown woman. You get any grown woman you want. Ain't no storyline for that bullshit. Cause if I got a daughter and you fuck with my 19-year-old daughter, she get older, it's gonna be a problem for you, my guy. I don't care what your name is. See, think about me, I don't care what your name is. And he'll tell you, I'm gonna come see you, man. I don't care about that. You get anybody you want, but you own this young girl back. She got a mother and a father. You think they like that shit?
She looked like a little girl.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Crazy part. Not like she's
Off with that nigga head, Chon.
She was thick.
He's out of pocket, my nigga. He's a
She
pedophile, man. The nigga's a pedophile. You can't try to make a story for that nigga. That nigga's a clown, my nigga.
Actually 18.
The nigga's a clown, man.
19, like a few weeks later.
Straight up, man.
They messing around.
That nigga's a
He's
fucking
21
clown.
right now. He's 56.
Now I'm gonna say I can.
Nigga's a clown on Cash.
I'm 38. I couldn't do a 19-year-old that I know. Like I talked to you when I met you. 19. It's just hard. We don't have too much in common.
Right.
But I will say this much: if I was a father in this situation, I would feel like I'm disappointed in myself. Because truth be told, I don't know how you do. Most daughters that you meet with a good foundation, they're not thinking about a man that old. Right. That's one. So I always.
Yeah, but sometimes kids don't listen. Sometimes kids don't. Sometimes they don't listen, man. What you gonna do, right?
Parents.
Did you listen to everything your mother said to you? I didn't. My mother always told me about it shit. I did it anyway. I learned because you know why they put the handcuffs on me. My mother told me that shit, but I did it anyway. So you got kids sometimes.
I'm not gonna blame a man for what a child wants to do in that sense. What I will say is the parents have a responsibility. Right? We see it with a lot of people, even the R. Kelly situation.
Okay.
We see it. These parents have a responsibility. But we're neglecting the responsibility of the parent a lot of times because we're just saying we're going to blame this person. Now, guess that person has whatever he likes in these kids. I'm going to call him a kid because she's still 19. She's not 23.
Right,
she's
she's
not
young, she's a kid, especially mentally.
You got a daughter?
Mentally, yeah.
I got 2 daughters.
You got a daughter?
I got a 17-year-old.
Oh, you got a daughter? You got a daughter? You got a daughter. It hit different with a daughter. The son thing is different. With your daughter, niggas ain't trying to hear that storyline, man.
Where was the parents when she had her OnlyFans? That's how you met her.
Huh?
Yeah, she had an OnlyFans.
She had an OnlyFans that was popping.
Right. But we not talking about the girl, we talking about him.
No. But we talking about both because there's both parties in there that was both adults.
I don't care if a girl got an OnlyFans or not at 19. I'm a grown man. I know better to be even doing that. You got a fucked up mind. Something wrong with you, man.
You can't keep crucifying the man because you got a young adult.
You're not a man if you chase a child, my guy.
And we agree on that. But there's other men out there.
So don't get that nigga a pass.
I'm gonna use what's his name?
If I got a daughter, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna put something in you, man.
You're old enough to get hit. That was T-Rex.
I know.
There's men that think like that.
Well, my daughter, I don't have a daughter. I'm gonna put something in you, my guy. I don't care about none of that. I don't follow the narrative, man.
That will follow the law to the T. They like bet. I don't want to touch you when you're 17, but I'm gonna touch you when you're 18.
Yeah. Right.
So the difference is that's where good parents like you, T Black, yourself, now Cash, y'all gonna mentor these young women to know like, man, if he's 20 years older than you ain't got nothing in common. Right. I don't care if you 30 and he's 50. Even in that situation, sometimes I look at the woman as the problem because now they know they're like, I'm going for this older man because I know I got stability. Right. He got his money right. I know he's gonna die before me. He might be out of here. If I'm lucky, he out of here by 55.
19 though.
But this is a problem. You got
19. How old is Shannon Sharp?
On both sides,
56 and 19. Ain't no 2 sides. One side.
No,
one nigga crazy and the other one's a baby.
The problem is in Shannon Sharp's situation, how she was trying to attack him was wrong. I agree with that. You guys been doing your 1-2 for a long time. She blew a lot of money for that man, right? For a situation that she was an adult to deal with. Yeah, now, do I agree with the age gap? Absolutely not. I wouldn't do it.
See, these girls think older guys are sugar daddies now, so that's what that is.
But this is the problem. You
That's what
can't
it is.
define what you get in this contract, right? So in the contract, this woman you can't define that. If he's the payer, if Tone is the payer in the contract, he's the label. Let's call Tone the label, and you're the artist. The label makes the terms. The artist, if you're that hot, then maybe you'll be able to refine those terms. But ultimately, the company is positioning you the contract.
Did she
That's
sign
what
an
Shannon
NDA?
Sharp is. Hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
That's what Shannon Sharp is, the company. He's like, this is what we gonna do. I don't know if she signed the NDA or not, but the point is, Shannon Sharp is, this is what I want. Are you willing to do it? Because if not, he went to the next OnlyFans girl. The problem with that situation is we're penalizing a lot of black men that's in power because of what they're looking for. And the problem is if you sign up for whatever, I don't know what they signed up for. They got through this crazy. But if you signed up for it, unfortunately, you signed up for it. I don't care if you're 19 or you're 30. You knew what said in that paper, but you also looked at it, I'm gonna get the money I want. So you can't go back and forth. That's why I got a problem. They're crucifying a lot of men because men are going, this is what I want. I don't care if it's you who give it to me or the other 6 people that's willing to give it to me. But the problem is now you're crucifying these men for what they already saying, like you agreed to what we're doing. Now in her situation, I heard she didn't agree to certain stuff. The problem is he should, hopefully they figured it out. But in those situations, that's different. Don't do stuff outside of the terms.
It's a money grab. Hear what I'm saying, right? So the girl's only agreeing to it because evidently it shows that money, whatever she does, is going to help her life, right? Like her parents don't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Work another day in her life.
You know what I'm saying? Though? Her parents don't have it. You know what I'm saying, Doc? So when you don't have it and you can get some money some type of way, you start being interested. You know shit it's not good, right? But you're interested anyway because I need that. Money fuck a lot of people up. But what I'm saying is that.
But morals don't.
Hold, but let me say something.
Morals don't. You never put.
I got 4 sons, right? God didn't give me a daughter for a reason. I know me. I don't give a fuck what storyline you come with. Do you listen to me, right? If I had a daughter and an older man did that, whether she was wrong, whatever, I'm gonna kill that nigga, man. I'm telling you. And I'm saying on TV because I'm wired like that. I don't play. She's a little girl. No matter what she did wrong, you supposed to play that down. You accepted it. Wherever she did, I taught her this way, and I taught her the right, she went to the left. I'm still gonna get you. Because you the man, and you better know better. I don't care your story. You're done. And then I'm gonna take these cuffs, and I'm gonna hold it, because I can hold it. But you done. You're not gonna be here no more. And that's how I think. That's why God didn't give me no kid. Listen to me, man. It's a girl. It's a girl. I don't care about the story. You can try to fix it up and make it sound all false or legal in court and all that. Nigga, you are gone. And he'll tell you, no, you're gone because it's a little girl, my nigga. Ain't no story for that. Shit.
Morals that you embed in your kids.
It don't matter. And I'm going to take that because I can take that. But you done. You got a daughter. You going to take a story? You the only one out. You got a daughter too, right? It's reality, but it's still a story to me. You're out of here. It's not cool, bro. Nah, they all put their head, bro. That's it.
The morals you embed in your kids have to be strong.
No, you're right. But sometimes kids don't listen. My mother told me I did not listen.
Yeah, and that's fine.
My mother told me a lot of shit I did not listen.
Here's the difference.
Don't beat him up. I beat him up anyway. Don't listen. So what you gonna do? Right?
I'm sorry, morals are different from what you're talking about. Action, there's certain actions you just don't listen to your parents on. Morals, I don't give a fuck what you say. You listen to the morals of your parents. If your mother embedded in you as a kid, you don't.
But what about? Let's talk about the grown man. What's up with the grown man?
Talk about that. He might not have morals. That's why you got to give it to your kids.
Yo, you only talking about a singular blue.
All you need is one party, not
your
10 kids.
your
You don't need
daughter.
both.
Right.
What he do.
And she did it
because
anyway.
You don't know who his mother
And she
is.
did
You don't know
anyway.
who his father is.
But she did it
You don't know
anyway.
what moral.
But
She did it
moral
anyway. I
compass
still
he's
won't get
living
him.
But Vito,
Because he's a grown man.
I know, but you're still setting
I'm
yourself
sorry.
and her back to the Stone Ages because guess what? Now she's out here fending for herself.
Correct.
The
And
predators
morals-
don't stop after you knock.
Let me tell you
after
something.
you knock
Diddy
people.
could walk in this room right now and be like, "Yo, I want to offer you 100 million right now. I want you to come back to the hotel." You gonna be like, you might be. I know you. You gonna be like, "What the fuck is wrong? I'm beating your ass." That's morals.
Nah, you know, beat your ass, he dead.
Hold on, exactly.
It's the
But
same
that's
thing,
morals because your manhood is like, nigga, I didn't grow up like that. I don't know you to even. First of all, dudes
Some
taking it
people
personal.
better
Like
go.
I know that, but I'm trying. We talking about us.
I just want to break it down to you.
You talking about us?
No, morals.
You got a daughter. What's
begging.
your take on that?
No, but Vito,
I mean,
stop.
I feel the same way.
No, just give me your take.
I feel the same way you feel,
Right.
but at the end of the day,
Right.
I understand what's going on, how they are coming down on us.
So you know, every time we in a debate, I'm like, I'm not for those people's jumping down on any. I don't know who Puffy is. I never seen that nigga face ever. Like ever. I ain't never seen him in the streets. I ain't never seen him in the store. Outside of on TV, that's the only time I ever seen him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Did I want to see that happen? Nah, man, because I felt what was going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We see it. Like we come from the 80s, man, where all our homeboys, we outside the high schools, man. This is where we come from. We're not gonna forget that. We're not gonna forget that we was outside in front of the junior high schools when niggas was out of high school.
Nah, I wasn't in front of you.
Listen. No,
Cash was never in front of those junior high schools.
I'm saying you came up in a different time. Niggas is paying for their motherfucking limos. Niggas is buying them all. That's what it was.
Nobody junior high school.
And niggas never.
If I wasn't in junior high school, I wasn't in front of nobody high school. If I wasn't in high school, I wasn't in front of nobody high school.
I mean, it was past that because this is what that era was. That era
I'm gonna tell old women, Cass got an age limit. This ain't up. This ain't up. Up might have a 40-year gap. I got an age limit. I'm 38. If you at least maybe, I'll be 28 maybe. I got a 10-year age limit. I need to also know you mentally right. I don't want no retard. No sweetheart, I appreciate all the sex and all the freakiness, but I don't want no retard. I'm good. You keep that sex, and I want a woman.
You got daughters? How old are your daughters?
17 and 31. I'm close with my girls.
Talk to me. Talk. What's going on? What's going on?
That's too close to home for me, B.
But you know what's funny? Your daughters, I guarantee, if a man, let's just say 60 years old, I want to talk to you, I can take care of you. First thing they're going to think about is you. Yeah. They're going to say, no, my dad, you old enough to be my fucking dad.
The discipline. So my whole thing, I've raised not only my daughter's friends. You know, so I've always been, you know, like a father figure to them. Mm-hmm. So it's always been like I've never been with my girls. You know, the girls, you gotta treat them different. Right. Mm-hmm. You know, you gotta. They watch you. Mm-hmm. So I never, you know, I kept them around me. I'm not looking at bitches. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing none of that. I'm being a respectful man in front of them. Right. I want them to find you know, like what you were saying is you show them you got to give them you got to give them that. Mm-hmm. You give them all that you can so they can make the choices, right? They can make the right choices. You hope that, you know, that's what you pray and hope for, right? Right. My 17, I'll be like, oh Lord, you know, with all of them, because my thing is, with women, right, in general, you know, a lot of women have been taken advantage of, right? Yeah. And you know, when like we look through the years, like in my experience with women, like when I talk
your birthday, man. No.
Yeah,
fuck out
here.
You ain't done, nigga. Fuck out here. You ain't done till we say you done. See, Black, hear this nigga here, man? We ain't trying to open the body, talking about I'm done. You not done. No, we can't drink. You're gonna drink a little bit with us, man. It's your birthday, nigga. Fuck out here. If a nigga gotta drive you home, you gonna drink, motherfucker. Good God, keep going, Joe.
It's a bag of ice.
Yeah, so
the one that I broke up.
It was always a thing, you know. Women like they've been taken advantage one way or another, and I'm like, damn. I don't know a lot of women that men haven't tried to take advantage of them. Yeah. So now here it is. When I had daughters, I've always been protective of my daughters. Like even with my brothers and all, I don't want my daughter sitting on your lap. Like I just always been like that. Like I've been always watching and you know, it's been with. I've always looked at my daughters with innocent eyes, and I pray to God, I'm like, I pray that they don't never get exposed to nothing like that. And I got to do anything and everything in my power to prepare them, right? And make sure that they're not put in any type of compromising situations or even something, you know. And that's where, you know, that's where we grew up. You know, back, you know, especially, you know, we in Harlem, it was like shit.
In the ice.
See girls 15, 16 years old giving it up.
Yeah.
To a 30-year-old.
You know what I'm saying? That was a common thing back then. You know what I'm saying? So it's scary. It's like, even now, like I dropped my daughter to summer school and I'm looking at her, how she's developing and all that. I'm like, oh Lord, please watch over my baby, man. Like, yo, I watch her and her friends. Yo, I pick up her and her friends on her birthday. I take them to Joint Towers. Man, they come in dresses and heels, and I'm like, these girls are 17. I can't even believe. Like, this is scary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So, you know, I'm always moving like that. I'm always, to this day, my daughter, I seen my 31-year-old yesterday. Dad, she pulled up on me, hugged her best friend. You know, I grab her best friend, hug her, kiss her. Like, these are my babies. Like, you know,
That's
I've
right.
been picking them up from school and dropping them off. And so one of the jewels that I've always told this, I taught this to my 31-year-old and then now to my 17-year-old and all her friends. So I talk about how we think. I say, yo, let me just bring you into the thought process of how guys think, right? So guys your age, you know what they trying to do? They got a list. My goal is to put you on my list. So if I put you on my list and Doc puts you on his list, we share, yo, look what I got on my list. You got on your list? I got on my list. Yo, she a hoe. So now she a hoe. 2 niggas that smash. They looking at me like this, like, I'm like, yeah, this is what happens. So now, I'm trying to line up my list. I'm trying to fill up my list. You know, it's like the machismo thing. I want to show my man the joints I'm smashing. Yo, I smashed her. Yeah, you smashed her, I smashed her too. Now we comparing. Next thing you know, we're labeling you. So you got to be,
right.
Take your time.
Take your time.
You don't have to, don't never let a man rush you into nothing. You know, stay focused, and you gotta remember your name means everything. So when I it's crazy because I say it like, I just, like, literally, I'm driving, we in Great Adventures, we going to Great Adventures, I got a car full of girls, and I'm just giving it to them. Just talking, and they like, this is what I, you know, and this, her friends tell them, this is what I love. And they call me Antonio. You know, they're a little, you know, the new generation, they're a little more, it's like disrespectful in a sense. Y'all calling me Antonio. What happened to Mr. Gonzalez and some shit?
Yeah.
Hey, Antonio, but I'm cool with it. I'm like, you know, hey, Antonio, you always tell us all the right things. We love when we with you because you, like, we don't get this. We don't get this at home. And I'm like, oh, shit. You know, you don't think about that. They don't get that enough.
Right.
And so we got to get there. Look how we pulled up on these young boys.
Oh, today,
Me and V today.
Yeah, we had to check these dudes.
We in front of my dispensary.
This shit was crazy. I ain't like that shit.
It was a 12 and a 13-year-old, 2 little young black boys.
Right.
And they running behind. They got a cup of water running behind us. Tall white dude. He about 30. And he threw a cup of water on him.
Threw water for nothing.
On his back.
For nothing. He did
Like,
nothing.
yo,
He was walking through the block.
So me and V,
little kid like 12 on the street.
Right. Me and V spazzed. As soon as we seen that, we spazzed out on the kid. Fuck is you doing? What you doing?
Why you doing that, man?
He thinking we got mad because when he threw the water, it like maybe splashed on us a little bit. No. So now
you out of
we
pocket
seeing
for
the white boy. He keep walking down. Water spilled all on it. We call them little niggas over like, yo, come here, man. The fuck make you think that that's all right to do that?
Right.
Do you know they will throw you little niggas under the jail for that? You just threw, you're 2 young black men, you threw water or you created some form of violence to this white man. Right.
The white man was just walking
minding his
Shorty
business.
come behind on the scooter and throw it on him. And,
So now you put yourself in a position to go to jail.
Right.
And they said it, juvie. Yeah, you see us?
Yeah.
We got about 25 years in prison right here.
Easy.
They like, as we caught their eye, they like,
yeah.
Yeah, Vito, yeah, I did 16. I'm like, I did 10. And now they looking at, first they was, they was confused, and now it's like, so now I'm like, yo, y'all can't be doing that.
For nothing.
For nothing.
And we standing there talking for a minute. And I said, Shorty, how old are you? He says, I'm 12.
Other
Other
one,
one says,
13.
I'm 13.
And you could tell they,
What the fuck is wrong? I said, yo, you know what your future gonna look like? You keep doing that? You gonna go to jail, or you gonna die, and your parents ain't gonna be to help you in either situation.
Right.
And Shorty got the face like this.
Right.
I'm like, yo, so you just said something earlier about the parenting. What's going on with that? Why is these kids out here doing that? This man minding his business, going to the store, and Shorty ran behind him and threw a cup of water on him. A little nigga like that shit hurt me because it's a little black kid. I'm like, yo, and he did it in front of us. Like me and Tone look at each other like, why the fuck is wrong with this little kid?
You know what the biggest issue?
Shit's crazy, bro.
Parenting is too
Bad,
many young parents. They don't even want to wait till they're 30 to have the kid. They like, oh, I want to have it on 21. You don't know how to be a parent. You coming from a bad parent on top of that. So you got these absent
Terrible,
parents.
bro.
And what I mean in absent parents is
That's what it is. They had absent parents.
Yeah.
They said, I don't know what Shorty said, but
I asked him something.
And
you could tell that his parents ain't really
But that's
around.
what I mean by
He just running around doing
parents.
dumb shit.
When you grew up, I was raised by a grandmother. Even though she wasn't around, she was present.
Right.
Like there's certain thing I didn't even think about this. I'm like, cause I still gotta go home and explain this to this old lady. And she gonna whoop my ass.
Right.
But on top of whooping my ass, if she find out, it's just gonna be embarrassing.
Right.
Like God forbid, when these young kids out here raping girls doing, I couldn't even go home and try to explain no shit like that to my grandma. She would have been like, dude, I'm gonna whoop your ass. But on top of that, you ain't gonna be able to look me in the face with dignity for like the rest of your life.
Right.
That's an absent parent. Because on top, you got parents that work doubles, but they put so much morals in their kids. The kid is thinking, even though they might go out there and make a few mistakes, there's certain things they just not even thinking about doing.
Let me ask y'all this. Now we talk about parenting, right? Now, I don't know if you guys familiar with this, but Jay-Z's supposed to have like a long lost son, and he's now, I believe, 34.
Right.
And his mom was 16 when she got pregnant with the kid. His mom died now.
Right.
But his mom been telling Shorty that Jay-Z's his pops. Shorty do look like his pops.
He look like Jay-Z?
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Well, you say he look like Jay-Z, yes or no?
Yeah, he do.
He gotta be correct.
Yeah, he do.
Yo, Jay, pull that up, Jay, please.
So,
can you?
So,
I like the fact check.
He been fighting for years. He been fighting this for years to try to get Jay-Z the DNA test. I mean,
finally the judge ruled.
So now the judge ruled that Jay-Z's supposed to take the joint on July 18th.
Oh wow!
Now Jay-Z, what Jay-Z did,
he looked like that nigga. Yo, look at the T Black look.
I know.
And Jay-Z fought for him to try to prolong the case.
Why?
He don't want to do it. That's why Oskino
because the mother was young at the time.
They sent him up, but the reason why.
But that's your kid. You should be happy, man. I'm happy.
Yo, that's what Oskino was saying. Oskino was basically saying, how can you not?
He looked like you, man.
Yeah, but why you don't take the DNA test?
Why?
It takes a second.
Right.
You know,
because you gotta give a nigga some money for your kid. So what?
He's grown.
But he's grown. Shorty said he don't want
He don't want no money.
He's grown. You can't. You could throw him like, but he has a daughter too. Now this is the fishy part. Remember, the Haven came on our show.
Right.
And he spoke about
Jay-Z's an ugly little kid though, man. That is an ugly nigga, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So I'm sorry to say, but go ahead.
Jay-Z had a daughter too.
Good.
Right?
That's you.
That's me, man. I don't want no ugly little kid. That's an ugly nigga right there, man. But let's keep going.
Jay-Z had a little kid, right? I mean, a daughter too. Remember, the Haven came and spoke on that.
He looked like him in too many pictures. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah. Jay-Z came and spoke on that. I mean, but now Shorty and the little girl was kicking it for a little while.
Wow.
the
And that's a son and a daughter?
And the daughter. So the one who they were talking about. So Shorty's like, yo, let's both take a blood test. Now we definitely blood. It's like, get out there. Shorty said they shouldn't have went public doing that. After that, she don't call. She stopped calling him and all that. They're saying that Jay-Z paid off because they said she bought a house. The house is in Maryland, like $300,000, and she got a new car. And they said she cut all ties with the dude. The dude name was Rameh, I believe. And because ever since he went like, yo, we can get DNA test. If our shit is right, we already know what it is.
So was Jay-Z good with her already? I never heard.
No, he never was good with her at all. Oh. But he probably figured she was more of the weak link that he could bribe her. That's what dude was saying.
But forget about that. Why would you want the world? That's your kids, man. You billionaire nigga.
I would love to.
What's wrong with that, Tone? No. Why? How's it going to affect my life?
No,
Beyonce, this was before you, baby. I didn't know. Beyonce, this was before you. I didn't know. What?
No, but not the other one though.
The boy,
but not the other one.
The girl. I said the girl was underage, so we ain't gonna act like.
Oh, the girl was underage.
Yes.
Oh wow.
She was 16, but
So the rumor, the shit that P Diddy talking about can resurface because Jay-Z was fucking underage with.
But reason why Jay-Z been,
Foxy, you know,
they saying this
he
is
been
like
fucking Foxy.
They saying this like 10 years ago when we first tried this was the mom's live. Jay-Z was ducking it.
There you go.
Yeah, we about to. It's 2 minutes, Jay.
So hold on. So how'd it end?
Jay-Z asked for adjournment. He don't want the case right now.
We gonna close it.
He don't want the case, and because he's supposed to went on the 18th. The answer.
So he gonna throw some money out there. That's what we're gonna do.
But the judge like, yo, he gotta take the DNA test.
Wow.
He's been ducking his test.
What law says that you have to take the DNA? I'm asking. You ever heard that?
No, I'm not familiar with it.
You ever heard anything like that?
No, but they might because they can. There's 2 ways they can prosecute that. They can actually put it on like a rape case because she's underage, so they can force him that.
That ain't gonna happen because that's
dead.
Statutory.
No, some statutory limitations go for what?
I think that passed though.
Yeah.
No, but
That should pass.
No, for
that's 30 years.
For the
it's his image more.
Huh? No, but for the conviction, yes, it passed. But as far as what he's trying to prove, they might actually do it for the
morally.
Yeah, they might be able to do that. But then the biggest issue is, honestly, there might be some financial implications where he might be liable to pay based on his current net worth some type of child support over the next, for the 18 years.
He got that. That's like.
If he went to school up to 23.
That's like.
No, but it might be. You gotta remember, they might look at his current situation and base his child support off of that. Now you're talking about that's not light. You're talking about 18. You're talking about minimum 18 years.
Now what's your child judging off your worth?
No, you're talking about close to $200 million. He probably owe that kid. If they look at his current net worth and go, we're looking at 18 years, $17 million a year, 17%. You talking about minimum? No.
Yeah, because my child support.
Actually, I'm lying.
See, Black still on child support.
Oh, it's not 17 million. You're talking about 170 million. So it was way more than that. Like I said, let's just say there's some financial.
You on child support?
But let's say they look at it from this perspective, where they go, you know what? We're gonna let your net worth.
Cash.
Let's say
Your
you're
child
gonna make 17% of $1 billion. He might be screwed in that situation.
Child support. Let me tell you something.
Oh no, they freezing his assets. It's different from us. They ain't got nothing to take from us. Jay-Z, they freeze your assets and get everything.
My baby mothers.
See what they
when they talk that child support. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell them, listen. It ain't never gonna make sense for you to do child support.
You get less.
I'm gonna play right. And I'm gonna always do more.
I mean, that always
because I don't even want it.
They don't care.
Always.
I don't want the system to dictate that.
They don't want the conversation.
And when I go to jail, life changes, B.
Right.
But the difference with us is you, like Vito, myself, there's things we could do.
I would rather not.
We're not at that capacity. He's gonna, everything is seen from him. So if he's $1 billion and he got that in cash,
I get the reason why he, you know.
Yeah, I get this shit. Yeah.
You don't want to stay. You don't want to stay.
What woman want to have a baby from Jay? They gonna
Especially if they're building it.
Yeah,
But they've been
you know,
actually with this for
oh,
years before he even blew up like this. They've been going that he been ducking.
Well,
they got proof they've been ducking.
Even till today, there's a lot of women that wind up, they can't prove that the kid's father, so they can't technically, legally put him on child support for some reason, because maybe he's not on the birth certificate. But after the fact, when they finally figured, then all of that child support comes out from.
I think they could force you to get DNA because a lot of dudes would be like, "I'm not taking it." Or they're going, or you can pay. They do force you. I'm bugging. Yes, they do force you to take a DNA. Hell yeah.
Women got a lot of power in court, by
nigga. That's DNA. Got this realize.
There's people that have got
niggas
court
get over all
orders
day.
in
Like,
prison.
I'm not taking it.
To provide a DNA.
Yeah.
I mean that because of a crime.
And then vice versa. There's a lot
No,
of
I'm
cats
talking
that go
about
to child support.
to a woman for child support
A lot of people, a lot of men do it. They're like, I want a DNA because I don't think that's my kid. And then they want to get off child support. Because that's not the kid.
Hey, yeah, we gonna roll out, man.
Yo, so we
Jay got
definitely
front nose and
appreciate
shit.
you guys, man.
So
All
we got one more hour.
Nah, Jay got to
talk about the NFL.
My producer gotta go.
Appreciate you, Jay.
Producer gotta go. Hey yo, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Right, you know, I think this was a powerful forum because a lot of stuff that we spoke about was from different perspectives of each one of these guys right here, right? And you got guys that was incarcerated, and you got guys that was never incarcerated, but they know a lot about the legal system, and they been around, you know. And our goal was to just come on and give y'all the real, and we gave y'all the real. So whether you learn something or not, you know, we thank y'all for tuning in, and I'm gonna close this out, right? I'm gonna bring it back around again. Everybody gotta say their name, and we're gonna leave it alone, right? My name is Don Vito, voice for the people. Tone, give me your links, Tone. What's your links, man?
Trigger Tone, Dynasty Commodities Dispensary. Come see us on 115th 8th Avenue, right in Harlem. And we here.
Doc Shake the Block, Beat 139. Y'all know what it is.
T, wake up, T Black.
T Black, I'm up, brother. I'm up.
Cass.
Chief Cash, brand ambassador, Beat 139, baby.
Hey, T Black, what's the #1 podcast show in Harlem? Tell them real loud, nigga. Talk up,
Beat
nigga.
139, brother.
There you go.
You're listening to The Beat 139, Harlem's #1 podcast, featuring Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash.
139.